between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hand off from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The short hands, it's Bell. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
But how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
They'll try the run. Spins away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rush.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Love. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a stop for this defense. What a tremendous play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Right on the money. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Got it in the middle, it's Fields. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try to pop the draw, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense.
There he goes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off play action on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Dogs will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. ground in the second half. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen.
Ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He would not be denied.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Under fire. starts the drive. Drills him with the stiff arm. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Takes the handoff. It's Love. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Carr. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The Fighting Irish now with a third down play to open the final period. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. The quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
To throw, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go.
Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out.